Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome, or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Planetary energies are Mercury in Virgo aspects Uranus's retrograde in Taurus. Big Cat, in an effort to evolve and change with the times, we've got to embrace new technology and information. Refuse to be left behind. Expand your mind, learning new skills. This is a good thing. This bump. All right. So the reading today, darling dears, is about your evolution. What's coming towards you within said evolution? Let's get some runes on it. Now we're going to go over the dice first of all. The red dice is intel that's right now, and the white dice is the backup. You have a 6. 6 speaks about cooperation. It's also about helping others. In some cases, you may be prepared to help someone with medical visits, possibly to a hospital or a medical center. And it indicates that it's going to be in the near future. It's also a reminder to look after your own health. Without your health is your wealth, darling dears. Pay attention to your own health. Some of you are going to be getting therapy through meditation. You're going to use a spiritual method for your medical assistance. I'm not a medical professional, but this is what the dice is saying, all right? All right. So it's about cooperation, darling dears. The energy of the 4 is about, the key word for that is communication. So this is about letters, emails, your words, your bodily communications, darling dears. It's how you communicate with others. Because someone or something is about to come into your life which is going to have a profound effect, a life-changing effect on you, darling dears. Whether for good or bad, maybe you'll meet them on a hospital visit. Who knows? But someone or something significant is coming into your life. Remember, I told you that. Let's get a rune stone. We'll get the energy of the rune stone first. Oh, you have Isa. This is represented by the Hermit in Tarot. The numbers 9 and 11. The letters K, I, and C. This speaks, because it's halfway, darling dears. It speaks about being confused, not having the whole information about a situation. It also speaks about betrayal as well as deceit. Somebody that wants to perpetrate illusions in your life, darling dears. Maybe they're going to be telling falsehoods about medical visits, darling dears, in order to get your attention. But it's someone you are definitely not dealing with, someone or someone's. You're going to hear about someone needing assistance for their medical visits, medical centers. Maybe you have estranged family members, friends. Now the going's getting tough. They're calling you, whom they didn't want around before. Good golly and gosh. It's all coming out now. It's all part of your evolution, darling dear. The Hermit energy is Virgo energy. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So they're not coming in telling the truth. In the upright, the Mercury energy is saying a short distance, a short journey. These people don't live in your immediate vicinity. This people or person. Their life is still on the same trajectory. They're not happy. They're still moving in the same group. So they're living in a fishbowl. So their mind is stunted, stubborn, opinionated, and outdated, darling dears. Someone who doesn't recognize your spiritual path. They are still refusing to see the difference in you as a person, darling dears. They want to see you as they used to see you, the old you, the one that doesn't live at your address anymore. But a lot of negative energy has been sent your way because you've chose to evolve. All right. The energy of the 4 also indicates a love affair, darling dears. It could be somebody that you was previously involved with. All right. So we have the letters K, I, and C. We're going to chuck another rune stone to get some more letters on the tableau. The letters will be the first, the middle, or the last name, not the second let in once removed, okay? Okay. Any more letters? Just one, okay. And it's the blank rune. Divine says, that's it, mate. The blank rune is also fortunate for you, darling dears. A wish is about to be granted, something that you've been working towards. This is a love tap from the universe. The blank rune doesn't come out often, but it's also a period point blank. The person approaching you will have a K, I, or a C. First, middle, or last name. Let's leave the blank rune there. Let's get your oracle ancestral message. You're awakening. This is a new period for you, darling dears. A new beginning. The dull yellow shows a lot of jealousy being projected at you, darling dears. The purple is because you've used your wisdom. It also reminds you of what? Your crown chakra. This is divine wisdom, darling dears. The crown chakra is the element of thought, what you think about. It also speaks about the people that are directing this energy, you darling dears, they're going through their own depressions, they're experiencing headaches, they're going through confusion in their own lives, darling dears. And because of your evolution, all of the negative thought patterns are being directed at you. Changes in the wind, darling dear, with the blank rune. Someone also wishes you in the hospital. Good golly and gosh. Dark energies and forces at work, darling dears. This is why you have to cover yourself with the whole Ephesians 6:13, the whole armor of God. And remember, if you've got a mirror in your bedroom, you put a black obsidian crystal or tourmaline next to the mirror, because mirrors are portals. You'll be surprised. And if your bed is facing the mirror, woo child, you need those crystals. Try not to have your bed facing the mirror or your bed position so that your feet are facing the door. Why? That's the burial position. If somebody passes away in their bed, when they take them out of the room, they take them out feet first, darling dears. This is why we don't sleep with our feet facing the door and our bodies facing a mirror. Base of the deck, clearance, darling dears, clearance. Somebody needs to clear out their energy. Incense, chanting, whatever you do, darling dears, time to clear out and how can I put it? Change up the energy, change up the vibe. Maybe rearrange the furnitures in your house, darling dears, but it's a change. But also, past people that have entered your home before, they know where everything's laid out. It's time for you to change up the layout. You may not have the skrillers right now to actually change them full out, but you can move things around. Don't let them have a clear picture of how you live in your domicile. And don't you dare believe that an old broom will sweep the room, darling dear. Old brooms, they're for the bin or for the bonfire. Base of the deck, you are being protected by your ancestral team. You have a guardian. Maybe your spirit animal is a cat. You know, cats were revered in Egypt. When a cat died, the owner of the cat would shave off their eyebrows in respect of the cat. They were highly honored, darling dear, spiritual creatures. Yeah. Highly intuitive. Somebody didn't like your spirituality. You be knowing things. They didn't like it. They did not like it. Lots of negative energy. Maybe you have a spiritual practice now, whatever it is, darling dears. You was awakened to this. And this is clearing up the last little bits on your evolutionary path. And for some, it's going into what? Higher learning. Maybe spiritual learning, darling dears, but it's definitely learning new things. Maybe you're a keyboard gangster. You're self-taught, whatever it is, darling dears. This new broom is about to sweep out everything that once was, in order for you to be what? Evolved. Right, let's get a deck. Let me get a deck I haven't used in a while. Base of the deck, Sun energy, Big Cat, Leo energy, darling dears. The Sun is about self, about your personality, your ego, how you express yourself. It's about your creativities as well. It's the fifth house of romance. It's also the house of drama. So a lot of you get pleasure from your creativities, your hobbies. And your hobbies is about to pay off for you in the long run. We saw the blank rune, darling dears. Something that was a hobby is going to become the foundation of your everything. Oh, child. Because we had the 5 on the dice, darling dears. It's about your security. Yeah. It's also the house of what? Dating, romance. Look what jumped up. Sun energy. Yeah. 10 of Swords. Someone or someone's is not happy about this new beginnings. You had angry words with this person who's also passive aggressive, blame shifting and mean. Someone who doesn't stand in accountability for their actions. This is someone who's stressed. They wanted you to be stressed out and depressed, but you chose a different path, darling dears. You're choosing to what? Forgive and put the past behind you. This is all part of change as well as evolution. You're not living on what hurt you in the past, whether words or deeds, darling dears. This is about you overcoming. But you're going to hear of somebody with an illness, possibly needing surgery, but definitely some form of lifetime medication. Right. Let's see what's going on. Current energy around the Big Cat. Current energy around you is your Tron with a T, darling. There you get no S. This is about you avoiding drama, listening to your higher mind. Look how this woman is controlling this big lion. She's not even trying. This is about mind over matter, darling dears. Believing you are strong and you will be. This is affirmations as well as what's going on in your hemisphere. Where you are at night right now, you've got the Strength card. You've also got the High Priestess. And some of your spiritual gifts, darling dears. This is about you utilizing your spiritual gifts, your intuition, your discernment, because some secrets are about to be revealed to you, darling dears. Secret behaviors, open enemies, people that weren't wishing you well. They're all about to see you with new eyes, darling dears. Major arcana. Divine has a hand in your life. This is why you got the blank rune. Okay. The High Priestess also speaks about mother energy represented by the moon. If it's a mother energy, it could be a sibling, a cousin, a mother. But this person has seen you become strong. This is from a distance. This is not people that are close together. Because if you look, none of the eyes are facing each other. The only person that can see is your inner beast, darling, your inner big cat, your inner warrior is looking. You already know where this negative energy is coming from, because you chose to change in a situation that wasn't changing. Deaf to that. Betrayal and disharmony is what you moved away from, darling dears. Deceit as well from empty words. People that said they would be there for you, darling dears, they was only there to what? To pick over your bones. They were like Jankra, caw, caw, landing on you with their trippy talker ways. What happened in the past? What happened in the past? What happened in the past? Tower moment. Yeah, you recognized whom you was up against. You was up against many, darling dears, and you had to create the change in your life. This is a divorce, ending of relationships, partnerships, leaving a job. For some, this is catching an illness in the bud, darling dears. The High Priestess represents the female genitalia, or around that region for the male. You recognize some kind of illness, nipped it in the bud. This is surgery for some, darling dears. For others, this is physical surgery. You cut a lot of people, places, and things out of your life. Again, three major arcana out of 4. The numerology of the 3 is about you being your authentic self in the past. In groups where you didn't see any growth. This was small minds. Small minds, what do they discuss? Other people. Mediocre minds discuss their work, what's going on the telly and things like that, the television. But great minds discuss infinite possibilities. They look to break the mold. They're the ones asking the why. Every question is a why in order to gain more information. This is what makes you wise, darling dears, is by realizing how much of a fool you are. Because you don't know everything. Only a fool knows everything. Yeah. So in the past, you had to overcome some form of betrayal. Skullduggerous for sure. 10 of Swords is Gemini as well as Sun energy. But it was a positive outcome. Sometimes you can't see the wood for the trees. For others, it was a cancelled wedding or engagement. But whomsoever you ended that circumstance or situations with, they're obsessed with you, darling. You know who these people are. They are watching you be strong. Sit in your own power, strength card. This is about you resisting a temptation. Some of you are longing for a true friend, darling dear. But you have to be that true friend to yourself first in order to call in that energy. People are seeing that you are more confident. But yet you still remain a mystery to many. Any current action that the big cat should take? Is there any current action that the big cat needs to take? Thank you. You've got the 9 of Swords, darling dears. Pay attention to your health. Your mental health is your wealth. Any form of health is your wealth, darling dears. 9 of Swords. Is Gemini as well as Mars energy. Somebody's suffering from some kind of anxiety because of past circumstances and situations. This could also speak about telling you to get counseling, get someone to talk to about it. But for others, you're going to be going through a mourning period. You're going to hear about a funeral, darling dears. It's going to be feminine energy, but you're wanting to be drama free. There's too many ops in the crowd. I don't think you'll be attending this, darling dear. You're remembering past energies. It's giving you anxiety. You're feeling depressed. But this is about taking yourself out of this misery. This is from the 10 to the 9. It's the final countdown. You don't have to go into places where you don't feel comfortable. You can go and say goodbye on your own time. Trust me, the grave will always be there. Hey, hey! Good child. It'll always be there. This stress, this inner turmoil. Let me get a tiny card on that. One on this 9 of Swords, please. Yeah. It's a partnership, a friendship. This is justice, 7th house, Libra house. It's business partners, marriages, friendships. But this is open enemies, darling dears. Justice card represents open. You don't want to go to that situation. Somebody feels stressed out about that. The actions you should take is not to go. Justice, leave them where they are. This is a fresh start for you, darling dears. Creating freedom for yourself. Painful ending for others. Maybe they wanted to get you by your jugular again, darling dear. Or have you intel to gossip about, because there's a lot of swords, lots of talk, lots of air energy. But you stood strong. up to this point because you was focused on your evolution. Base of the deck, yeah, it's a past person that would like to come in there having the nostalgia, looking at pictures. Good golly and gosh, like I said, run and get your obsidian, obsidian black crystal and your black tourmaline. No, this is a new beginning. Negative energy. You're being protected by your ancestral team. If they're trying to contact you, every time they try to contact you, look, death. That situation is over. Your ancestors trouble the water. Something else comes up that takes them off the path that leads to you, darling dears. Yeah, they wrote things down. Someone wrote things down about you, darling dear. They did. On parchment paper. Negative energy, return to sender. RTS. Okay. The next question I was going to ask, what is the negative influence or challenge around you? This is about balancing out your time and your effort. Some of you are not getting the reward that you wanted for some kind of effort that you've been making, possibly with a job, new, healthier options, being able to stand alone. This is someone who is single, darling dears. It's new territory for you. It is. But it's for a reason. Rejection is protection, darling dear. You was isolated for a reason. So that number one, you could go within. Realize that you are being spiritually protected. Your back has always been covered, darling dears. There's no shame to walking alone. Many people can't do that. Where does your strength come? Your strength comes from the Lord. Psalms 121, as I raise my eyes to the hillside, from whence will my help come? My help comes from the Lord, darling dears. Father God Most High is giving you this strength. The strength to carry on. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is your awakening season. The pathway is being cleared for you. But it's for you to realize the blessing that is in the palm of your hands. He was isolated from those with weak minds, darling dear. Weak minds. How are you seen by those outside people that you had to take the blade out your back from? Listen, they're toxic, darling dear. Toxic. They see you as what, gone, while they're stuck in their situation, unable to change. It's a lot of delays in their life, darling dears, and setback. It also speaks about procrastination. These people like to talk big, but there's no action behind their talk. This is why their life is on the same trajectory. This is why they're hating all on you, darling dear. They hate your gangster. They hate your eyelashes. How's your money looking going forward? See the balancing out your responsibilities, maintaining your finances. You're going to get what you want, darling dear. We just saw the blank rune and now you have the 9 of Cups to back it up. This is emotional fulfillment. The universe is saying, whatever you like. Wish fulfillment, darling dear. You are being given the proverbial genie in the lamp. You've rubbed it the right way because you embrace this isolation. Embrace this time alone, darling dears. This is how you get to know thyself. Socrates told us this. The key to the universe is knowing thyself. I felt inclined to tell you about the number 9 and 2. We've got what? 999 with the 9 of Cups, the Hermit, and the 9 of Swords. This is about you're being told to embrace change. This is about you stepping into alignment with your higher self and your soul's purpose. So you was isolated for a reason, and now you're going to be gifted for that hard work. The work you did in the DNS. What's that? The dark night of the soul. Had to look over my right shoulder. Why? Because I'm the red light, green light champion of 79. Ace of the deck. Yeah. No longer getting into relationships or situations that are emotionally overbearing, wearing, draining. No new beginnings. You're turning over that rusty cup of opium. What else does your ancestors want you to tell you? Yeah, the burden's not for you. Give it to God, darling dear. 10 of Wands. Give it to God. and your ancestral team, your security, but you have to call them, ask for their help and intervention, their guidance. They can't help you without you asking. And then they are dispatched by the Most High to do your whatever you want. Is there anything you need to be aware of? Well, the devil's not welcome, darling dears. This is also not backsliding to old ways, because, as I said, the path you're on, it feels a little bit lonely, but it's not. There's a difference between lonely and alone. You are ambivert. You go out when necessary, because what full-on isolation is dangerous. Law number 18 of the 48 laws of power. Don't backslide into old ways, darling dears. Don't allow a little period of loneliness for you to invite toxic situations back into your life. You've already overcome it. You're a mystery to that. You've already shown inner strength. The devil is not welcome. But it's also creating a lot of obsession and dislike. Dare I say hatred towards you. Yeah. But whoever's sending that energy, it's being sent right back, Queen of Swords. Listen, you're highly intelligent, darling dear, and you know not to tongue wrestle with feeble-minded people. Because you know it's what a pack mentality. A number of people just want an excuse to come and attack your mental health, your money. They want everything. They're jealous of the whole package of you. And you thinking you're still at fledgling stage when you've evolved. It's always those that don't mean you well, that see your evolution, see your growth, see the blessings in your life before you do. That's why they're able to misuse you and mishandle you at the wrong address, darling dears. But you did what you had to do. You had the wisdom of your experiences, Queen of Swords, removed yourself from circumstances and situations that no longer serve you. You have the blank rune. You have a love tap from the Most High. Let's go to the pink cards. Quite a lot of cards. I've been told to split them in two and get something from each side. That turned all the way over, but nothing turned over, okay? Load your intellect to make them feel better. Never you do that again. You better go to a mirror and smack yourself across the face until blood and spittle flies. Never you ever make yourself less to make someone else feel better. That's the slippery, slidey slope to wickedness. No, blood. Never you ever dim your light. You've got to stand up in your North Node. Go and find it on your birth natal chart. Tell you about your life purpose, darling dears. Use the energy, right, to get new information. Knowledge is something that no one can take from you, darling dears. And if you choose to learn, no one can stop you. And if you choose not to learn, no one can stop you. What else do we need to know? Thank you. They have no choice but to shut all the way up. Hey! Shut up. Stop it. Stop it. They need to stop it. Right? What's this? Right? Abandon the progeny because they can't have access to you. Well, Justice card in the upright does indicate a divorce, right? They took a risk, or you took a risk, darling dears, when you left that situation. Because we saw the Two of Pentacles, you had to balance out your whole life. Forgive them and keep it pushing. Keep it skeet. Hey! What's this? And cut off their family members. You don't want to be friends with them, darling dears. They are what? Merchants of slander. And what, in some cases, flying monkeys. To infiltrate, not even infiltrate, infiltrate what you've got going on, darling dears. So they can go back and tell their leader. Hey! All right. This past person or people, let's get their energy because they want your attention. They're in a situation where the third party's got a third party. Oh, child. Being treated like one of them, eh? One of many, eh? What's this? A pedestrian sperm engineer, right? Or a tree sloth. Oh, wow. Someone's getting a taste of their own medicine, right? Look at this. New man, new woman. They don't like it. They're being treated like they've been treated like what? Yesterday's newspaper. Right? I only remember the good times. They only remember the good times because they'll have to stand in responsibility of what they done did to you. They may be in a relationship where they're pretending that the partner's not faithful, darling dears. The partner's got partners and partners. More partners than there is what? White on rice, darling dears. And have a harem. Right? And they're scared of their karma. So they're not coming back with true, maybe an apology, but they don't mean it. They're going to say, oh, Big Cat, I'm sorry. But really, they're going to say, I apologize, but they're not really sorry, darling dears. Because in their mind, they're thinking, I should have done you worse. Scared of the karma that they created. Well, they better what? Shut all the way up. All the way up. Until they get to the top of Shut Up Mountain. Do we go for a blue? Why not? We're already in it to win it. What's this? You are High Priestess or Priest. You are HEYOKA. This is super empath, darling dears. You've evolved from this situation. This is beneath you. Yeah. Believe it, darling dear. Believe, conceive, and achieve, which you're doing. Law 16 is to keep your shapely back turned. Let them go through this ego death. It's nothing to do with you. All right? What's the other pile say? What did I say? All that air energy. They're talking shiznai, this advocate of the gingivitis. Right? 10 of them can't even make one of you. Right? They think of you every day. Like I said, run, don't walk to your nearest stockist of what? Black obsidian crystal and black tourmaline. Protect yourself. Told you they're coming back. They better find that you've activated the what? Electrified gates. You're a generational curse breaker. Yes, baby. Law number 25. The timing is all in God's hands, darling dears. And we've seen the blank rune. They ain't seen nothing yet. They're obsessed. And they're not. Yeah. There was always your opposition. You had to overcome and realize just because you're born into a family or you mistakenly chose a friendship group, darling, that you never fit in. You wasn't meant to fit in. You was meant to be the survival kit for another big cat. Your life is a testimony in itself in what you've overcame. And you are about to be blessed. More than you anticipated, darling dears. But it's for you to be wise. Wisdom is for the wise. On that note, I drops me mic. So love to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. If you'd like a personal read from me, please hit me up in the Gmail. My intel is in the description box below. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. What's this? I've got to see the bottom card. What did I say? Let them talk. Return to sender. Your ancestors ain't playing. Big cat wave.